As it is, some things are bound to happen, and whatever happens, sometimes we must be able to accept our faults and accept our downfall sometimes, and look at how we failed and check what fell us down, and make sure we make some corrections. And of course, Pastor Osage Iyamu's Kingsman and others spoke why he lost his local government to the opposition party. Anybody could have lost their local government. It's not new in election. It could happen to anybody. And I don't think pointing fingers should be what they should be working on at this time. They should rather think on a way forward and how they can make their party better. And some of the response was that some of the local government people were actually in support of the governor because they feel that he has actually achieved a lot in the short time that he has been there, and they are fully in support of the governor instead of their local government friend or their local government brother, like they would call it. But they prefer a result-oriented governor that could deliver when they want him to deliver, and they believe that Obaseki has actually delivered and deserves their support instead of using a brotherly thing from the same local government to run the election. But a lot of people spoke about Iyamu's loss to his opposition at his local government. But all of these details, guys, I'll bring to you because, of course, this is the best place to be. This is Saffron Media. We give you trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings from around the world, especially in Nigeria and in the area of politics. So, guys, this is what you should stick to, and ensure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell from wherever you are. Is a good morning, is a good afternoon, is a good evening, or perhaps is a good night from where you are. Yes. So, guys, thank you for being here. Let us dive right into the details of this report. As it says that Pastor Iyamu's kinsmen speak on why he lost his local government to the opposition party. Former Commissioner of Agriculture in Edo State and former member Bendel State House of Assembly in the Second Republic and senior member 2014 National Conference, Barrister Chris Agbowanegbe, has said the reason why Pastor Osage Iyamu, candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC), lost in the Orionwa local government area of Edo State in the just concluded September 19 governorship election was multifarious. Barrister Agbowanegbe said this yesterday in Benin City while responding to questions on the post-election in Orionwa local government. According to him, before the election in Orionwa local government was presumed as war zone, but because of the experience some of them had, they knew it was not going to be because of strategies were made, not because strategies were made, and at the end, the strategies to win the local government rest in the hands of the PDP people. Agbowanegbe said the reason why Orionwa fell are multifarious because the actors and leaders of the local government were on one side, and all of them said they want to support Governor Godwin Obaseki because of what he has achieved so far, and they were reasoning together. The barrister of law said the younger elements who were the tigers and lions were on the other side trying to say they want to retire the leaders, and that became impossible at the end of the polls. Another reason why the local government fell was that the supporters of APC were inordinated or indoctrinated to believe that the card readers were not going to be relevant, but INEC, in its wisdom, decided to use the election to test the veracity of strictly living by the details of the card readers. He also said that the major reason was our brother, our in-law, Governor of Delta State, Senator Ifeanyi Okowa Ekweme, who was on ground to sensitize the citizens of the boundary communities that were also having people from Delta, the Igbankes, Eka, Ukwale, to vote for the PDP. Another respondent from the local government, a legal practitioner, and a one-time member of Edo State House of Assembly representing Orionwa South constituency, Barrister Friday Egeriaki, said a lot of people in Orionwa ought to have been a stronghold for the APC. He said ordinarily the expectations would be that a candidate is usually rallied around by his people with massive support, but in the election, those sentiments didn't have a place. Barrister Ugeria Kai said those sentiments of where the man is from, the otherwise didn't have a place in it. The major considerations, as you well know, was the strong resolve by the people of Edo State as a whole to dismantle that was becoming another image of godfatherism, and a resolve by a people to sustain a tempo of politics and governance whereby there will be respect between the government and the people, whereby people are not subjected to any form of intimidations, harassment, and thuggery is not elevated to a high level in the state. So there were the things that usually inform the resolve of our people. He, however, said, looking at the election, Orion didn't want to be different. So you could see the 7 local governments in Edo South, Orion inclusive. It was one-way thing. It's integrating into the mainstream, realizing that today is Obaseki, tomorrow it could be another person. So obviously, you can see that the win was actually from the same people. They wanted Godwin Obaseki to win, even from the All Progressive Congress. And obviously, that was what happened in Edo State, because you can see what the barrister said. He said that even the governor of Delta State was even reckoning with some of the people that has a kind of boundary or a kind of a relation with the Delta State people, and asking them. He talked about the Okwales and also the Igbankes that they should vote for, the people for the People's Democratic Party. And those were some of the things that helped the PDP to win, because he said that local government consists of some of the people that were partly Deltan and partly Edolites. And they said those people were fully in support of the People's Democratic Party candidate. That was why they could not even have, a total of the whole local government to vote for the All Progressive Congress. So they had some people for the APC and some for the APC. And at the end of the day, the PDP clinched that local government. And that was what was explained as to why Iyamu lost his own local government area to the opposition party. So, well, guys, it is still from here, because I know there are still a lot of opinions, there's still a lot of things about this election that will still unveil itself. But let's see what APC have of their sleeves, and we're still waiting for their outcome. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Whatever you have to say, what are your opinions about all of this, please drop it in the comment section. We'll be waiting to hear from you, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.